So many of you have written into us or asked questions on our live video anytime my hair is done and curled, wondering how I do it. So I just thought you could join me here in Colorado. If you are interested to learn what I do, I'm definitely willing to show you. So the first thing, if you're wanting, I am not a hairstylist. I do have very thick, coarse hair that is naturally curly. But the most important thing I want you to know is that I don't use any sort of special wand, especially those ones that you can pay hundreds of dollars for. I use this Hot Tools, let's see, Professional Hot Tools ceramic curling iron, and it's probably at least 20 years old, okay? So I want you to know, in order to get curls like I do, you don't need anything special. But I do want to let you know that my hair type is pretty coarse, it is thick, and it is does have natural curl in it, which you can see in the back. So this is what my hair looks like. You can see how much of it is. This is what it looks like. I try to wash my hair at night, and I do that because, and I dry it at night because I feel like sleeping on it helps my hair kind of calm the cuticle and make it a little bit more naturally straight. I do not use a straightener. I mean, I guess I could go through and straighten it. I have straightened my hair before, but I don't have a lot of time to curl my hair. So I try to do the most easiest and quickest way possible. So literally this is like, get out of the shower, comb it out. I do use a leave-in conditioner, especially because it's dry here in Colorado right now. And I don't straighten it. I literally blow dry it. I will try to show you guys a picture of what it looks like when I blow dry it because it's literally out here. I don't use a straightener. I don't have time for that. So I just kind of paddle brush it and blow dry it. Then I sleep on it, so I try to do it at night. I don't always wash my hair at night, but I do often because I feel like my curls end up better the next day if I calm that cuticle. Then, you guys, I use this. Nothing special, seriously. Regular curling iron, probably 20 years old. And it is, like I said, it is a ceramics, I can't even tell the name because it's like cut off. Oh, hi guys. Okay, yeah, comment if you're tuning in because I honestly don't even know if any of you are interested in knowing this information or if you even care. So if you're there, okay, I'm seeing some people come on. That's awesome. So say hi if you're watching. But I just want to let you know I don't use any sort of expensive tool. I don't use product. I'm not a product person. I don't have time for that, so I use the easiest, simplest thing, and that is a curling iron. Now I use a smaller curling iron for my curls than what I think I want. Okay, so this is a 3/4 inch regular curling iron. All right, I do have a bigger one and it gives me bigger curls, but honestly I don't like it as much because I'll show you kind of the curls fall. So let's just go ahead and get started. Like I said, I don't do really anything special, no product in my hair. I kind of just split it from the back. And maybe you guys saw me, I was in New York a couple years ago and I did like a small tutorial on this. So it's the same thing. I haven't changed my ways in the last 5 years since you saw the other one. No special product. Like I said, basic curling iron. And I just start from the front with small strips, not too big. Now the key is, for me, is that you always want to keep your curling iron vertical around your head. Okay, so when you go, oh yay, I'm seeing hearts, so you guys are there. Judy, I don't have extensions. This is my real hair. I've never used any extensions. I just have a lot of it. Okay, so I start from the front, small pieces. I'm keeping, you'll watch, I keep my curling iron always vertical going around my head. Okay, so I don't use the curler thing. If you have a special wand, great. I just haven't even gone and bought a special wand. Start close to your head and just wrap that piece going around to the back of your head. And now I leave about 1 inch or 2. My hair's really long right now, so I do come around a little bit more. But I do leave 1 inch or so that I don't curl all the way around. I hope you guys can see this okay. I just leave it for a couple of seconds. But like I said, I'm wrapping my hair around towards the back of my head, away from my face. Okay, other people have tons of hair too, so people tuning in. Leave it for a couple of seconds. Now I'm going to show you a couple of my tricks, okay? Once I've got that held for a couple of seconds, I let that drop and I just let that curl set for a couple of seconds in my hand. If you let that curl down right away, the weight of your hair elongates that curl that you just did, and it tends to pull it, weight it down and pull it out too fast. So by holding it in my hair for a second, it keeps that curl. Now, my whole head isn't gonna look like this, okay? This is how my curls last. You guys, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this because I curl my hair maybe twice a week because my curls can last that long, okay? When I curl it once like this, the curls really stay. And again, you guys, I know I use no product, zero hairspray, zero setting cream, zero oils. I don't know, all that crazy stuff. I don't have time to put tons of stuff in my hair, okay? So keep in mind, I'm keeping this curling iron, I'm keeping it horizontal, okay, to my head. So wrapping it around, hold it for a few seconds, let that go in your hand and let this just sit for a couple of seconds. Again, I'm not using the clip, I'm using it as a wand. I'm just using the wand part. So if you have a wand, I'm sure wands work incredibly great. I'm just saying you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on a new wand if you've got an old basic curling iron, okay? So I just take pieces on this top going around my head. I can kind of tell if I get too big of pieces, and I just wrap around and around. I leave off an inch or two because I don't want that end curled up tight. So like I said, you guys, these curls last me easily 3 to 4 days. Maybe I just need to touch up the front, but that's all. I don't, you can ask any in my office how often I curl my hair, and often it is at the office when I curl my hair. So just leave it for a couple of seconds. Let that curl sit in your hand. I'll show you when where I drop it off. If you drop it, just take your curling, pull this out and drop it. It's gonna not allow that curl to set, which pulls that curl out, and then they won't last as long. So, and I'll show you guys that I'm not gonna end up, although it may look super spirally right now, it's not gonna end up that way when I'm done. Okay, so you start, place this curling iron back. Again, I'm wrapping away from my face, going around, and holding off about an inch or two that I'm not curling. As you can see, it's definitely not a magic wand that you have to have. I've definitely seen advertisements for really expensive blow dryers, really expensive wands. I don't think you need to spend the money on that when a normal curling iron can do the job. So, okay, so I'm getting some hearts and smiles. Hopefully you guys, I don't know, maybe you guys know, maybe you guys have your own tricks. I just wanted to kind of show you. Because I have so much hair, I can't, I'm going to show you what I do next, but I have to do a couple of, and there you can see like my natural curl. I don't even really care about that. I just gonna make up its own curl after we do this. And I'm leaving off a couple of inches at the end, straight. Oh, I don't know if you can hear my baby crying in the background. I think she'll be fine. But you can see the straight under it. I'm gonna go back. Because my hair is so thick, I can't just go around. If you have thinner hair, you can probably just go around your head in one swoop like this. Oh, someone says they've had the same curling iron for years. That's awesome. Okay, hold it for a second. And then I'm going to come back and do this underneath part, and I'm going to do the same thing. I just have so much hair that, and I don't, you guys, oh, I'm getting hot. I don't have time to like, even though I have a lot of hair, and if my hairstylist is watching, she's probably like, clip up your hair. I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to like separate it in all these sections and do all this like, you know, pull down a section at a time and straighten it and then curl it and all that stuff. Like, I don't have time. I don't have time for that. So I just go and find the pieces that are straight-ish. I'm kind of going underneath now. And you don't have to hold this, and it's not hot. If you have this curling iron, oh my gosh, you can see how old this is. It's like falling apart. I definitely don't have it on the hottest setting. I have it on about 380. So if you do have a curling iron that does have a setting. And then I just literally like find pieces. Your comments are kind of hiding my hair here so I can see. Does anyone have any questions? Maybe I'll catch some questions. Again, I'm going around to the back, away from my face. Oh, thank you, Rose. Michelle says She likes my bed frame. Thanks. It's actually handmade from fallen trees. It's a beetle pine, which is it's a problem here in Colorado. So we used reclaimed kind of trees and had it made. Any other questions I can catch, you guys? Yes, it is a Hot Tools curling iron. And sometimes for these under pieces, I don't hold it to set it, only because I have so much hair that it doesn't, the under pieces don't really show up all that much. So sometimes I just roll it to the back and I don't let it sit in my hand. I definitely do for the stuff around my face, since that's mainly what wants to, what I want to stay curled. Okay. So no product. It's not a magic. It's not a special, it's not a special wand, although if you do have a special wand, I'm sure it would do the same thing. So can you guys see that, or are the comments in the way? I don't know if I need to pull that. I'm getting so hot. I get all patchy and red when I get hot. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's all I did, and I did it too. You guys saw in the beginning, I kind of split my hair off and just kind of clipped off one side. You can brush through this. Literally, you guys, I wash my hair. It's really embarrassing. I wash my hair maybe twice a week. I just have so much of it, and oils really don't transfer off of my scalp. I definitely load my hair with dry shampoo on the days before, you know, a couple of days if it's looking like greasy up at the top. But I am careful that I don't touch my scalp a lot. So you guys saw what I did there. And if you don't want, now I tend, on my first day of curling, I tend to do those tighter, let the curling iron really set to make tighter curls, so that they do tend to fall. And I don't use any hairspray, don't use any products, so they do fall naturally into more of that beachy wave, but they do start out pretty curly for me. So, oh, Miriam's on. Hi, Miriam. She said yes to no product, only hairspray, but I try without hairspray. My curls stay for 3 days. Guys, my dry shampoo is, I should have brought it. It's Unite. You can get it on Amazon. It is more expensive, but I absolutely love it. It has no powdery anything. I lift at my root and I spray when I use my dry shampoo to just clean up those areas. It's my favorite. It is kind of pricey, but literally I've tried so many dry shampoos and I've just had like powdery, or I don't know. I've just, the only one I like is Unite, and I'll try to bring it out here and show you. Okay. Okay. So do you see that side? Sorry, I'm all patchy and red from my hair hanging in my face. But I just went around like this. I kept the curling iron horizontal as you go around. If you start doing this weird stuff and turning it weird ways, you don't get this really pretty kind of waterfall curl as you go down. So I'm going to show you on the other side. It is a little bit awkward the first time you do it on the other side using your hand. That's not not your strongest hand, but I've done this so many times. Sorry, my curling iron cord keeps getting stuck. So again, up and down, and you're going away from your face. And I'm trying not on purpose, you don't want to overlap those curls, okay? You want to make sure the heat of the curling iron is getting them all evenly. And then I'm holding the bottom of it. Okay. Okay, I'm getting some questions. I will definitely do a post, maybe on my Instagram story. I'll show you guys the bottles of the leave-in conditioner. I also uses that brand as well. Okay. Becca says I can't seem to get my hair to look on the same side. Maybe I need more practice. It definitely takes practice because, you know, like my left arm is not my dominant hand, but I've just done it so much that it ends up being fine. Okay, so again, I'm getting them pretty tight spirally, knowing that I want my curls to last for a couple of days, because I don't have time to do this every day with 3 kids and a business. So, and again, wrap around, hold this vertical, and then let it set in your hand. And I do set the hand, I do let it set in my hand for the first Definitely for the first curls in the front, because those are the ones that I want to stay the tightest, or not the tightest, but last the longest. And those are the only ones I really need to touch up, you guys. Okay, I don't know how I got this video, but I wish my hair curled like yours. My curls less. That's the thing, guys. I know everyone's hair is different. Everyone's hair textures are different. Everything is different about hair. I just want to show you that I do know, and I have had other people, other friends that do their hair like this who have asked me that don't have my type of hair and still are able to get a really pretty look. So I don't know if there's, like I said, I don't know if there's like a secret sauce in any of this that I'm showing you, except that I do believe in making sure that you set that curl, let the heat, don't wrap on top of each other, let the heat grab that every wrap of hair, and then you're going to let it set in your hand just for a couple of seconds. Off topic, what nail polish? I just caught that. I don't know who has said it. My nail polish, you guys, is My Vampire is Buff by OPI. It is my favorite nail polish. It's the only nail polish. I pretty much only wear 2 types of nail polish, but My Vampire is Buff by OPI, it's my favorite. Okay, so I held that curl. When you hold that curl up after the curling iron comes out, you're allowing it to slightly cool in your hand, which is grabbing that curl and allowing those your hair cuticle to set. Okay, so if you pull it out right away, I'll try to pull one out right away so you can see that it doesn't. Whoop. Okay, so I'm starting at the top again, going to the back of my head, holding a piece off, holding the curling iron up and down vertical. What temp, Dawn? Mine is at about 380. I could probably even do 300. I don't need it very hot. But hot enough to keep the curl, but I definitely don't go, I think this one goes to like 400 or 500 or something like that. And again, you guys, this curling iron is probably 20 years old. I've had it like maybe even older. I think I've had it since high school. Okay, so I didn't let that one, I had to catch myself, it's so natural to do. See how I didn't hold that one in my hand and see how it fell? Like, look at how the ones that I allowed to sit in my hand for a second really retained, and this one came down and drooped a little bit more, okay? So by letting that curl set in your hair just for a second, before taking, or when you take out that curling iron, you allow it to set. When you don't, it falls. Like, it still has a little bit curl, but it falls. Okay. Okay, so many questions are coming now, you guys. So what I did is now I'm just going around again that top layer, making sure I got my last top layer here. Here's one more. My hair's like a lot naturally, because like I said, you guys, I don't straighten my hair. I try not to use like a ton of product. I don't use a lot of heat on it. I just blow dry it and sleep on it mostly. Sometimes I just find out my hair responds to curl better if it has like a chance to get, like when it's not as clean. So even sleeping on it. Okay, my hair is shorter length and thick, so I don't know this technique will work for my hair. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I can't see the rest of your comment. Wondering, Annalise says, I think you're saying, Annalise, if I have a way to let my curls last. I don't brush them out. I know a lot of people brush them out, but I actually barely brush my hair, you guys. I kind of comb through it with my fingers. Now I'm going to let this one set a little bit more, so I'm letting it sit in my hand. Oh, watching from the Philippines. Debbie, I have our bamboo wrap up on. This is, I've just been in this all day. I actually live in it. I'll link it in the comments after I get off this video. It's a cardigan, but it also snaps up to wrap up on both sides. So, okay. So I just let it curl in my hand for like 1 sec. See how that curl, let me find it. Oh, maybe it's too far back. I'll do it in the front. There it is. It holds its shape better. And the reason why I'm doing them tight on this first way around, and you guys, I know this video is taking longer. It actually takes me less than 10 minutes to curl my hair when I'm not talking and showing you how to do it. So again, small piece. I do it all to the back. Ooh, we got Denver. Kirsty, I am out in the Vail Valley area. We got a tiny bit of snow, but not enough. We're just here on vacation. Vertical, I try not to wrap on top of each other, hold a piece out. Okay. Yes, Dorothy, this is just a regular curling iron. It is so old. I've been telling everyone it's probably 25 years old. It's a Hot Tools ceramic, and it's a 3/4 inch, which I feel is important. If I go to the 1 inch or 2 inch, it makes initial great waves, or more waves, but they don't last in my hair as long. I find that the smaller curling iron makes my curls last days. So see how I held that and retained its shape. And now, like I said, you guys, it's looking super kind of spirally, and you've seen my hair not as spirally. That's probably on a day that I didn't. Now I'm just going along the bottom because I have a lot of hair. I don't clip up. I don't have time to clip up. But make sure you hold it vertical, and you're doing one. You're going around the barrel one at a time. You're not going on top of each other. Okay. Nicole, yes, you can do this with shoulder length hair. I've had shorter hair, although I've had long hair for a really long time. Definitely works with that too. You will end up with tighter curls like I have with shorter hair, but they will relax out because I'm not using product to try to sustain them. I feel like product makes my hair yucky, sticky. I feel like I have to wash it often if I use product. If I don't use product, like I never use, I don't have to wash my hair as much. So, hello, Sheila says hello from California. Oh, Ashley's on. Ashley, are you supposed to be working? I'm just kidding. I see my Grace and Lace staff. Come on. Okay, just a couple of seconds. I'm allowing that curl to sit. Okay, let me make sure I got the back. Sometimes I touch up a few pieces, like if I feel like, there's like a couple underneath, maybe not as tight, I'll just grab another little piece. And you guys, that's all I do. Tomorrow, the next day, sometimes I don't even touch up. I'll just touch up a few around my face. But otherwise it stays. Like I don't know what necessarily if there's a secret to it, but I just want to show you what I do in case maybe you guys want to try and see how it works on your hair. So, like I said, it's pretty bouncy, pretty curly. This isn't as much curl as I love to have with it. But I know it's going to fall, and I do see these pieces falling a little bit. That's exactly how I want it, and I am kind of tugging on it a little bit. And then I kind of go and just make sure, oh, I can't see because of your comments. I see if there's any pieces underneath that didn't get, this piece maybe can use a little bit. But like I said, you guys, takes me max 10 minutes. Oops. Ah, the cord keeps getting stuck. This takes me max of 10 minutes to do my hair. I'm just talking and showing you. So, no, Judy, I don't use any hairspray. No product. No product. Ashley says, I'm telling you guys, her hair is perfect all the time. It's not. I wear it up a lot of time because if you have a lot of hair, you know it's very heavy, and gets in my way a lot when I'm working. So the girls in my office know I actually wear it up a lot. Okay. So this, I'm done. This is it. I will go put some clothes on. This is like my robe. This is what I've been wearing all morning while I've been getting some emails and work done. I don't do anything else. Like I said, I'll maybe look in the mirror, see if I need to touch up a few pieces. Maybe give myself like a little bit of a scrunch. But other than that, this will last me, you guys, 3 to 4 days. All I'll have to do is sometimes some of these pieces will get really straight. So in the morning, I'll just do like 3 curls, just to touch up those like straighter pieces that maybe get pulled on a little bit more. Oh, you guys, oh my gosh. I will hop on over. A lot of you are asking about the dry shampoo I use, and it's called Unite. It's, I believe it's called like 7 Seconds. It's a spray leave-in conditioner. And it's also the same brand of dry shampoo that I use. You can get it on Amazon. I'm sure you can get it a lot of other places. I just get a lot of stuff on Amazon. So, Felicia, I do not have naturally straight hair. I actually have naturally very wavy, thick hair. And if you saw in the beginning of this video or want to scroll back in it, you can see that it's got like kind of funky wave, and I just paddle brush it, blow dry it out. I don't do any type of straightener. Sometimes I straighten my hair, but that's probably like once every like 3 months. Then you guys, okay, so how do you avoid getting it tangled? In the morning, so like after this, and this will fall a little bit today, so it won't be as curly, but it ends up being like exactly how I want it. It ends up just dropping a little bit. So in the morning, because I only brush my hair I rarely brush my hair, I kind of run my fingers through it. It does kind of get like tangly back in here because of like a coat or anything I might be wearing. So I do kind of paddle brush that out with my brush in the morning, and then I'll just touch up those pieces if they need to be touched up. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys because I wanted to let you know that I don't spend a ton of time on it. Literally 10 minutes and that's it. And I just go around my head just like I showed you. No product, no hairspray. Just to reiterate, I feel like that leaves my hair sticky, yucky. I feel like I need to wash it often when I have product in it. This, I'll just go all day like this. I'll get dressed, of course. You joined me before I've gotten dressed for the day. And then tomorrow I'll just touch up the little pieces. I mean, if there's tangles or whatever, I will brush through that. But otherwise, I'll just touch up the little pieces that I need to touch up. So don't use a lot of product. I don't spend a lot of time. Maybe if there's, like I said, if a couple of pieces didn't curl well or not holding, sometimes the stuff around my face doesn't hold as well because I'm touching it or pulling on it. Sorry guys, my cord keeps getting cut. Again, you're not overlapping your hair. You're going around and you're holding this one vertical, straight up and down. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys, does anyone else have questions? Otherwise, I'm going to sign off. Hop on over to my Instagram, Grace and Lace Co. over on Instagram. In my stories, I will show a picture of the products that I do use, which is only leave-in conditioner and dry shampoo after a couple of days. So, okay. Anyone else have any last minute questions? Otherwise, you guys can probably replay this video if you didn't see the beginning of it. And again, one more time, this is a curling iron I've had since high school. It's kind of embarrassing because it's literally like falling apart. I don't use anything special. It's a Hot Tools Professional ceramic. And it is a 3/4 inch. I don't use the clip. I use it like a wand, like I just showed you. If you have a wand, if this one dies, I'll probably just go buy a wand because I don't use the actual clipping technique. So, all right, you guys, that's it. That's how I get my curls. And like I said, I just touch them up. I curl it twice a week, maybe twice a week, usually only once a week. And then I just touch up the pieces around my face. Thanks for tuning in with me, you guys. I will tag my Grace and Lace bamboo sweater in the comments. And I guess I didn't introduce myself for those of you tuning in. My name is Melissa. I am the owner of Grace and Lace, which is a women's apparel company. And I do live videos a lot on our apparel and showing you our items. And many of you have asked of how I curl my hair. And that's why I just thought I'd do this video to show you. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Bye-bye.